Hey everybody, before we get into this 10-minute review of Jurassic Park, just want to tell you about our sponsor. It's a movie called Sir John A. and the Curse of the Anti-Quenched. You can check it out on iTunes, Amazon, or wherever you get your movies. Yep. All right, we're going to get into our 10-minute review of Jurassic World for, what is it, Forbidden?
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. I'll tell you what was forbidden, my enjoyment.
Oh,
all right,
here we
and
go.
Hitting the timer now. Matt, tell me how much you love this movie because you love dinosaurs too much.
I do. I enjoy dinosaurs. I've loved every single movie. Of course, they're not all perfect. The order I like them in are probably Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 2, this one, and then the third one in Jurassic World. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I wasn't going in there expecting too much. I went in there expecting dinosaurs. I got some, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I liked where they went. It was something different that they've never really done before.
That's not true at all. It's the exact same plot as the second Jurassic Park.
At the beginning, like for maybe like the first 45 minutes,
it's the
which
exact same idea. They're just like, how can we remake Jurassic Park 2?
Right. But like, I don't know. I liked it because of a few things. One, I like where it went. The island getting destroyed and all that. Very visually, it makes you feel for the dinosaurs. And then the second part of bringing them inland, and it kind of becomes like a horror movie with like all these dinosaurs and this you know, and Indominus Rex, or no, the Indominus Raptor. I forget what it's called.
I don't even know. It's the one
Crazy Raptor. Release, and it's just kind of, so it's like there's that raptor thing that pretty much, it's like, instead of ghosts in a mansion, let's have a freaking raptor in a mansion. I know it sounds stupid, and then when I watched it, I was like, oh, but I enjoyed it. I just had fun with it.
Yeah, but like none of it makes sense.
What didn't make sense to you?
So the whole thing, like, they need blue. That's the whole reason why Owen and Bryce Dallas Howard has to go to the island.
Gotta go to the island.
So they need blue to train to use blue somehow for this like prototype. But then they show the prototype just works fine.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. It's like they point the lasers at the thing and then it works.
Right, but it's still out of control. Like, meaning they need it to be more in control in aspects.
It seems like it was working for a laser-guided dinosaur killing
I see your
thing.
point. I see your point. It works in that aspect.
They had no reason.
It's still too wild animal, and it's not controlled enough. It's not. They don't have the control that they want.
I think a smarter plot line would have been to send that dinosaur, to show that dinosaur early in the movie and show it actually hunting dinosaurs and doing stuff.
I still enjoyed the movie. Yes, it had its problems. Should dinosaurs be going for that cheaply? No. Those went for like nothing when if you compare millions of dollars. I feel like they were sold for way too cheap. Like they had sold like a bunch of them and they were only like on 100 million. Like, they should have way more than that.
Why do they have to go back to the island to get these dinosaurs in the first place? Like, his like master plan is like he's got to go get the dinosaurs to sell, but they can clearly just easily make dinosaurs.
Money to make dinosaurs
in that lab. But they showed they can make one. They could sell that off. I feel like a mercenary expedition to an island for like $1 million of a dinosaur. They're getting paid what? Like $10 for that to make like enough money. Like, it makes absolutely no sense.
They're really bad at their job. I don't know.
This mansion with this like massive underground layer of like varying sizes of dinosaurs, it does none of it like makes any sense. You know what else? This was the line. This was the line in the movie where I was like, I fucking hate this movie. So Bryce Dallas Howard is asked to go to this mansion.
Right.
And it's the mansion, like the fucking guy who asked them to come to this mansion.
Right.
It's his car that picks her up and brings her to the mansion.
Right.
She knocks on the door, and the old woman that's like keeping care of the clone is like, "Oh, you're early. We didn't expect you this early. Then why did you send the car?" Like, it's like that like exposition dialogue of like, "Oh, you're early."
I didn't even notice that.
It's just like
I never noticed that.
It's like no one was like thought about that on the day. It's just so she can wander around the thing by herself for the guy to find her. By the way, the bad guy who all of a sudden needs to kill the old man, and also like, did John Hammond and this like other old man like have like twinsy like canes that they had to make each other, so he was also the starter creator.
You know what I think? I think Hammond did it first, and this guy, which would be the same thing to me. You know, like, man, now that I need a cane, I want it to look as cool as his.
Right.
That's what I had in my mind. I was just like, oh yeah, Hammond had one. He
and they have the gratuitous
cool, so
like slow motion shot of it like breaking.
Yeah.
It's like
I enjoyed
Godfather ripoff. Like
I enjoyed it for what it was. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought even though there are some similarities to Jurassic Park 2, it actually it had all my favorite parts from Jurassic Park 2. I love the ending of Jurassic Park 2 with the dinosaurs like in the world. Just the T-Rex really. That's out in the world. I don't know. There's something I liked about that as a kid. I always liked it. So of course when it happens at the end, which I know you're going to shit on that too, that's fine. I get it. It's a little like, it feels a little pushed because that's where they were trying to go. But I still like that's where it's going, and I'm excited for the third one because of that. It's like, oh look, it's a Jurassic World, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down for this. I'm not going there to watch like some crazy good movie. I'm there to watch dinosaurs, and if this is what they got, I will be there. I enjoyed it. I was giddy as a schoolboy the whole way through.
Okay, instead of me shitting on this movie more and more, I'm going to tell you 3 different scenarios which would have been better ideas.
All right.
Okay, first one, if they were actually going to the island to get the dinosaurs.
Right.
And instead of hiring like Owen and her to come and get Blue, he was already there to save Blue. And then if that other like prototype was there and murking dinosaurs and like being a puppet of this mercenary group.
But now they're still on the island.
Yeah, but then it sets up like a rivalry between these two things.
Yeah, but then we're still stuck on the island. I like that we're off the island.
Second better plot idea, if it's completely from the perspective of that little girl who they throw away line, by the way, she's a clone, and then he gets like ganked.
Right.
If it's from her perspective.
I will be honest, that line isn't necessary because at that point you already know she is.
Is she, like, do you though? Like,
yeah, you do. I caught that on like before I even saw the picture.
I don't know. So so like it's just like a weird plot point that has no payoff and has no significance.
But it has significance to what the third one could be.
Yeah.
It has a significance on the fact that, hey, listen, we've created dinosaurs for years now. It's not out of the ordinary that they create humans too. To me, it made sense. I was like, oh yeah, okay. I had a feeling that she was either a clone of something. Like there's a weird reason who's her mother? I'm like, what if she is the mother? What if it's his actual daughter?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I think it's an interesting concept to go to. What's your third idea?
But what I was going to say about her is if she's part dinosaur in some weird way and she can have some weird communication with her.
Someone's mentioned that.
Because that was the original idea.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like early. And that
concepts,
was like the beginning of Jurassic World.
Human.
Jurassic Park 4, yeah, that was their idea for the hybrid. I don't think they can do that right.
I think
it'll look like the Island of Dr. Moreau type of thing. I'm not down for that.
Third idea is you basically make an Aliens movie where it's like I don't like the fact that we have to like treat the dinosaurs like they're fucking our friends that eat us. Like if we make a movie like the dinosaurs are trying to eat us and they are the bad guys.
Yeah, that's the third one.
I don't know. I think they made the dinosaurs too friendly. Like the girl like letting the dinosaurs go.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. It's a little off.
Just fucking gas them. It's like
they were gonna.
I hate how like movies are like.
I will say this. I will say this much. At least it's the little girl that did it and not the main characters. Like, at least they didn't do it. I'm like, okay, that's good. And then the girl does it. I'm like, she's got that chop. But the thing I did not like is, like, no one tried to stop it afterwards.
They all just kind of let it happen. Like, yeah, we're completely fine with a bunch of innocent people being murdered.
Well, that's what I want about the third one. I just want that havoc, the mistake that they made. Here's what I want for the third one. I want Malcolm to be the bad guy. Like the villain, yeah. I want Malcolm to be the bad guy in perspective of the heroes, being like, dinosaurs are great, and he's like head of the thing, like, we got to take care of this problem.
Right.
See, that would be an interesting an interesting idea.
Ian Malcolm's like the guy from Ghostbusters, the only logical guy who's like, we need to shut down this nuclear reactor.
Exactly. It's that guy. He's like, guys, listen, people are dying, all right? Like, I know all about animals and sanctuary, but people are straight up freaking dying.
Murderer.
I think it would be, again, I don't know where they're going with the third one. We're probably going to do a review for the third one in like a couple years from now. So we'll see. I don't know. We're only in our first year, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. In the end, I enjoyed it. It has its flaws. You got hung up on those. You got hung up on the flaws.
But like, it's like, this is what passes as a movie now. It's just like flashing in your face. None of the story makes sense. None of the plot. By the way, 2 new characters. Okay, that's done.
Oh, come on. Finish
Those 2 new characters who had no... They were inconsequential to the plot at all. They were just thrown in. Both those characters, like... plot contribution could have been solved by the other 2 characters that we already have. You could have developed the 2 characters already. The way she started and then the way Star-Lord started, there's no character development with them from movie 1 to 2.
Okay, all right. Well, that was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
The angry review of Jurassic World.
It's interesting because it's the first, I think, review that we've been on like 2 separate aspects.
That's true. That's true.
Which I think hopefully this makes for an interesting review. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I feel like there's more haters out there for Jurassic World. I will stick to my guns of it wasn't that bad. It was actually enjoyable. So,
wasn't that bad. It's not acceptable.
Well, funny enough, like I remember like I was at a party and someone like they were talking about it, like, oh, I actually kind of enjoyed it. And then they questioned my ability to like, do you even like movies, like good movies? And I'm like, yeah, like, and I named like a bunch of movies. They're like, okay, I mean, those were good too. I'm like, yeah, don't question my ability of making good and bad movies. I just enjoyed it.
Question your ability to make a decision.
All right, well, that's it.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lost Commentary, on Instagram at Raiders of the Lost Commentary, and like us on Facebook.
I'll be back.